time for this afternoon's session of Children's GBC with George Buxton, as he gets to present some programmes today in a familiar setting, but a different angle this time. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Children's GBC on a fine Tuesday afternoon. Now, for those of you who are wondering, why am I going to be doing some more continuities, same in this very same place? Well, I'm not at George's house or anything like that. Well, this is what we will do from now on, because until I go back to George's place again, well, I'm sure that you'll be eternally grateful that I'm here still. And don't worry, all your favourite programmes will still be there. So, here we go with the double bill of the Shoe People. Now, for the first episode to begin with in this double bill is A Job for Wellington. That's the first of them, and of course we'll have one with Charlie's Clown Car in just about 5 minutes. So, here's the first episode to begin with.
Every time you're skipping down the street, think about the shoes upon your feet. Today it's a magic world when your toes uncurl. Shoe people. Shoe people. Shoe people.
It's early morning in Shoetown.
Good morning, world.
Dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
Shoe people. Shoe people. Shoe people.
And that was the first episode of our double bill of A Shoe People. And here we go with the next episode of our double bill is Charlie's Car. Now, I believe that Charlie has got a clown car of all sorts. Yeah, he's completely loony, that Charlie. Anyways, here's the Shoe People again.
Every time you're skipping down the street, think about the shoes upon your feet. Today it's a magic world when your toes uncurl. Shoe people. Shoe people. Shoe people.
It's nighttime in Shoetown.
Nice, everyone.
Shoe people. Shoe people. Shoe people.
And that was the Shoe People. And in fact, that was our double bill of it too. And I hope that you enjoyed these two episodes, and I'm sure we'll have some more fun with Shoe People next time. But back to today on Children's GBC, it's time for play days. And in today's episode, we're at the playground stop, because we haven't had any for quite a while, since we keep having the 10 stops. So now, this episode is called Jumping. And because we have a very special guest who usually likes to do jumping around here. And its special guest stars, Cobra, from Gladiators that you found from the 90s. Well, enjoy. And make sure Cobra doesn't scare you, though, because I know that he'll sound like as bad as Wolf or something. But anyways, enjoy.
It's the play bus! But where does it go? Where does it stop? Watch for the sign of the lollipop. Stop! It's the playground stop.
Girls and boys come out to play. Let's do some jumping today.
Oh! Help! What if I go the other way
14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Oh, hello there. Yes, well, we're all jumping for joy in the playground today, aren't we? Yes, we are. Yes, we are. And Zoe is in the gym today with somebody who's very good at jumping. And that is Cobra, the gladiator.
Not bad.
Thank you very much.
Not bad at all.
Bye.
1, 2, 3.
And just a reminder that on GTV after Children's GBC, we will be having a 90s episode of Gladiators, which is only happening on GTV. But back to today on Children's GBC, I'm sure we got a good programme next. And that was Playdays. Well, mind you, the children seem to have a very good jumping time. Yeah, and they even get to meet Cobra. Very exciting on a certain episode of Playdays. I mean, never even had a gladiator on a Playdays episode before. Well, that's the first for everything. So the next programme now is moving on, and no, I'm not on about ragdolls. Well, of course I am, but I'm not referring to Peggy Patch or anything. It's just obviously the next programme is Rosie and Jim. And in today's episode is Circus. And this is the fourth series, which is a new one, by the way. Because it stars Pat Hutchins, otherwise known as Loopy Loads. Loopy Loads, indeed. Anyways, and I think today's episode is all about the circus that comes to town.
Jim! Roses! Rosie and Jim, chugging along on the old ragdoll. Rosie and Jim, and Patchy steers the boat. We go to play and have a look. With Rosie's back, Jim's boring book. The world drifts by the window frame, and Rosie and Jim, we play our game.
And what a pair of clowns they were, because that's Rosie and Jim, and I'm sure we'll have more Rosie and Jim on Friday. But back to today, Bananas in Pyjamas is coming up next, and I'm sure we'll have some more news of that next.
Oh, Jim.
And that was Rosie and Jim. And mind you, I think that Pat has enjoyed the circus, and as well as Rosie and Jim did. Yeah, very funny episode if you ask me. Anyways, now, the next programme now is Bananas in Pyjamas, and in today's episode is called Banana News. And, as they say, good evening, this is the news for bananas, otherwise known as the Bananas, that would be like a Trampolini Banana Championships. Trampolini Banana Championships? Yes, yeah, it certainly is. Now, anyways, enjoy the episode there, folks.
Bananas in pyjamas are coming down the stairs. Bananas in pyjamas are coming down in pairs. Bananas in pyjamas are chasing teddy bears. 'Cause on Tuesdays they all try to catch them unawares.
Rat in a Hat had started a newspaper, The bananas in pyjamas were his newspaper reporters.
What's in the Cuddles Avenue news today, bananas?
News. It was so funny.
And that was Bananas in Pyjamas, and that was the banana news as well. And I hope that you'll find yourself some new bananas jumping for some trampolining banana championships. And I know that Doorbin and I have done a reference to it. No offense to Doorbin, though.
None taken.
Yeah. Anyways, now the next program now is Fireman Sam, and today it's going to be talking about pizzas. And I'm not talking about any old pizza. It's called Pizza Palava. That's something to do with Bella's new oven for pizzas. That should be interesting to see.
When he hears that fire alarm, Sam is always cool and calm. If you're stuck, give him a shout. He'll be there to help you out. So move aside, make way for Fireman Sam, 'cause he's gonna save the day. Fireman Sam, 'cause he's brave to the core. Sam is the hero next door. If there's trouble, he'll be there, underground or in the air. Fireman Sam and all the crew, they'll be there to rescue you. So move aside, make way for Fireman Sam, 'cause he's gonna save the day. Fireman Sam, 'cause he's brave to the core. Sam is the hero next door.
Oh, I don't want another morning like that, Sam.
Ah! My mouth's on fire!
So move aside, make way for Fireman Sam, 'cause he's gonna save the day. Fireman Sam, 'cause he's brave to the core. Sam is the hero next door.
And that was Fireman Sam. And yep, it was a Pizza Palova, all right. Yeah, because it's you could say that it was all well, but it's just because there was a nest up there. I might be wrong. But anyways, that's Fireman Sam. And moving on from the dangerous side of Pontypandy and moving on to a calmer side of Greendale. And we have Postman Pat and the Robot. Yeah, so that's what today's program is. Oh, and if you think that that you probably saw a Bertha with Tom the Robot earlier on, well, I think the robot from Postman Pat was exactly a bit like Tom in general. Well, I'm sure you'll find out why it's like that in Postman Pat today.
Postman Pat, Postman Pat, Postman Pat, and his black and white cat. Early in the morning, just as day is dawning, he picks up all the post bags in his van. Postman Pat, Postman Pat, Postman Pat, and his black and white cat. Field. Postman Pat, Postman Pat, Postman Pat, and his black and white cat.
That was Postman Pat and the Robot. Well, mind you, now as Tom already mentioned to me, yeah, because I guess that robot from Postman Pat and Tom the Robot, well, they're just made from the same company. Woodland Animations as such. Okay, well that's something. Okay, so the next program now is going to be Gumdrop. And I think that today that Gumdrop finds a ghost. Ah! Enjoy the program. And that was Gumdrop. And mind you, yeah, I didn't realise that he found a ghost in the end. Oh, and it looks like I found one. And don't worry, viewers. If you think that I saw a ghost, no, I didn't. Yeah, because I just thought it was a real ghost. It's just basically a towel. Well, there certainly is no need to throw a towel. No! I didn't mean that. Anyways, now, the next programme now is something controversial, or what Jordan's already mentioned to me. Now, if you think that you might not enjoy this episode, now, it's because it is controversial. Now, if you're offended for whatever that was, please look away, because that episode might not be particularly suitable for children, but it's just because it's all about the birds and the bees, obviously, and Sweep never understands anything, luckily. So anyways, here's Sooty and Co. anyway. And that was Sooty and Co. Yep, and that was Sue's babies. Yeah, and I'd like to apologise if I put that episode on there here. Yeah, because it's only just because, as Jordan mentioned about the controversial episode, well, we'll make sure that we will not put that episode on that slot ever again. Not that if there's anything something to do. I mean, Sooty and Co. is a children's programme after all. I mean, there's no point denying it. Now, anyways, that's the last programme for today on Children's GBC, and I will be back again on Friday morning. Yeah, this coming Friday morning, in fact. And I sure hope that you'll probably see me again very soon, whatever that may be. Goodbye. Yeah, bye-bye, everybody. Oh, no, you don't, Ghost. Oh! Looks like it's Ghost busted. Ghost busted. Get it? Yeah. They'll reference anyone? George Buxton is wasting £2. That's it. I quit for now. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye. This is GTV. Now, if you think that we've already had a Playdates episode with Cobra from Gladiators earlier on, well, never mind about the jumping. Here we go with the real thing. Now, it's Gladiators from the 90s.
Indoor arena here in Birmingham. Just imagine pitting yourself against 150 tons of equipment, facing the ultimate challenge of our gladiators, and all this in front of cameras, a live audience, and all your families and friends. Well, that's what lies ahead of our 4 contenders this evening.
And if they do well tonight, they go through to the quarterfinals, and then they've got to battle their way through to the grand finals, and then maybe even to the international gladiators next year.
Are you ready, ready, ready? Let's go, let's go!
Music with more muscle.
You're watching GTV. Now, if you think that Gladiators is good, wait until you see all those famous lifeguards, including David Hasselhoff, in Baywatch.